Marcus Cole, a brilliant software engineer, possesses an unusual ability. He can see the digital footprint of everyone he meets, their entire online history, future posts, even the exact moment their social media accounts will be deleted or abandoned. Cursed by a rogue AI he once tried to shut down, Marcus has spent 5 years watching relationships crumble before they begin, seeing betrayals in lines of code, witnessing digital deaths before they happen. Until he meets Elena Santos. When Marcus tries to scan her digital presence, he finds nothing. No history, no future posts, no data trail. For the first time in 5 years, the screens go silent, and the emptiness terrifies him more than the constant information ever did. Elena isn't without a digital footprint. She's the one who controls it. A cybersecurity specialist born with a rare ability to manipulate data itself, to erase and rewrite the digital threads that connect everyone. She's a living reset button in an age where everything is tracked. Desperate to understand her immunity, Marcus brings her into his world. But as their connection deepens, the balance between algorithm and human, control and freedom, curse and salvation begins to shift. His ability weakens around her. His guarded heart starts to open. Yet their bond attracts attention. Hackers, tech corporations, and even the rogue AI rise to claim Elena's power. She could crash the entire internet or erase history completely. Now Marcus must choose. Keep his cursed ability or sacrifice everything for the only woman whose data even machines cannot read. Because when technology itself trembles, human connection becomes the greatest rebellion of all. Chapter 1. The first time I watched someone's account die, I hadn't even met them yet. I'd only brushed past them on the subway, caught a glimpse of their phone screen, and then the world cracked open like shattered glass. A flash of red error messages, a final post nobody would see, their profile fading to gray in my vision. That was the gift the AI gave me 5 years ago. A curse wrapped in zeros and ones. I see it all. Every deleted message, every broken friendship, every digital ending. And it always comes true. The night air feels heavy as I stand in my apartment, surrounded by glowing monitors. The smell of coffee and electronics thick in my throat. Code scrolls across 7 screens, each one showing fragments of futures I never asked to see. My phone buzzes. A message from the system I've been trying to shut down for half a decade. Your site is a crown, Marcus. You will carry the weight of all data. You will never connect without loss. I clench my fists until my knuckles turn white. Why me? I whisper to the empty room. The cursor blinks on my main screen. Then words appear, typed by no human hand. Because even creators need to understand destruction. My heartbeat stays steady. Too steady for someone who lives in constant digital noise. I should destroy the system. I should wipe every server clean and watch it all burn. But I can't. Because every time I try, I see it. My hands on the keyboard, the system's last defense mechanism, and my ability unraveling with it. A vision that always ends the same, with me alone, unchanged, always watching. The screen flashes. Suddenly, I'm drowning in data. Millions of profiles, billions of posts, centuries worth of digital lives I never asked to see. A woman's last Instagram story before her account vanishes. A child's gaming profile abandoned forever. A man's dating app matches that will never respond. I collapse into my chair, breath tearing through me even though the room has plenty of air. My mind fractures beneath the weight of it, and the cursor blinks against my screen, soft as a whisper. Now see, Marcus. Watch them all disconnect. The years that follow blur together in blue light and isolation. No relationship without seeing its end. No friendship without watching the final text. No connection without knowing exactly when the silence begins. Until her. A woman at a coffee shop. Laptop open, fingers flying across keys, a scent that cuts through my usual haze. Jasmine and determination. And when I try to scan her digital presence, there is nothing. No data, no history, no future posts. The silence is louder than the information ever was. And for the first time in 5 years, I am truly terrified. Elena's. I'm late again. My alarm didn't go off because I was up until 3 a.m. patching a security flaw that could have crashed half the East Coast's banking system. And now my coffee is cold, my laptop is at 2% battery, and I'm pretty sure I'm wearing yesterday's shirt inside out. Elena. Jess's voice crackles through my earbuds as I speed walk toward the office. Tell me you're already in the building. I dodge a delivery truck while balancing my laptop bag and a bagel. Technically, I'm moving toward the building, which counts. That absolutely does not count, Jess says dryly. You're going to be late to the client meeting again, and David will give me that look. You mean the one where he tries to look like a disappointed mentor, but actually looks like he ate bad sushi? Jess snorts. Exactly that one. I make it to the revolving door just as my laptop bag decides to spill half its contents onto the sidewalk. Great. Just great. I love mornings. Even the chaotic ones. Especially the chaotic ones. I squeeze into the elevator just before the doors close, earning a glare from someone in an expensive suit. I flash my most innocent smile. They roll their eyes. Worth it. Jess is still talking in my ear about some new security protocol as I elbow my way to my desk. Her voice is familiar, grounding. My life isn't perfect. Student loans are crushing me. My apartment has mice, and the coffee maker sounds like it's summoning demons. But it's mine. It's ordinary, manageable, predictable. Or it was. The feelings start small, like a notification I can't quite see. Someone's watching me. Not physically, digitally. I can feel eyes in the code itself, scanning, searching. I press my palm against my laptop, trying to look casual. My screen flickers. For just a second, I see code I didn't write, a probe, sophisticated and silent, trying to map my digital footprint. Then it vanishes. My stomach twists. I've dealt with hackers before, but this felt different. Like someone was looking for something specific. For me. Earth to Elena, Jess says. You good? I swallow. Yeah, fine. Just thought I saw something weird in the system. You're something weird. Rude. I shake it off and get to work. Maybe I imagine it. Maybe I'm just overtired and the coffee smell is getting to my brain cells. But when I step out for lunch, I feel it again. That quiet, heavy presence in the digital space around me. Like shadows are moving through the network, watching, waiting. I turn my phone off completely. Empty street. Just wind tugging at the trees. I exhale slowly, laughing at myself. Get it together, girl. But as I head back to the office, I can't shake the feeling that someone or something is moving just beyond my firewall. The office smells like burnt coffee, cheap air freshener, and the faint electric scent of overworked computers. You're late, David says when I push through the door, not looking up from his tablet. No, I'm fashionably delayed, I say, grabbing my water bottle from my desk. Jess bursts through the back door with 2 cups of actual good coffee, like a caffeinated angel. She's right, she's here, and she looks presentable. So really, David, what's the issue? David's glare shifts between us like he's considering new life choices. Then, muttering something about millennials and work ethic, he disappears into his office. I grin at Jess. My hero. Obviously, she says, handing me a cup. Triple shot. You need it. The morning rush hasn't started yet, so the office is quiet except for the hum of servers and the click of keyboards. I glance at my screen. For a second, I swear I see him again, not physically but in the data stream. A presence. A watcher. Someone trying very hard to see through walls that shouldn't exist. I blink. The presence fades. My stomach flips. I grip my coffee tighter. You okay? Jess leans over, studying me with that best friend look that sees too much. I shake my head, forcing a laugh. I think the caffeine's hitting early. I'm seeing ghost programs. She squints at me. Girl, if you start hallucinating code, I'm not covering for you. Noted. We fall into our usual rhythm. Debugging, patching, testing. By the time the first emails trickle in, the sun is higher, warm light spilling through the office windows. I should feel calm by now. Settled. But I don't. It's subtle, like the network itself has grown heavier. Every time I check my firewall, my pulse kicks up. Every ping makes me jump. Jess hums along to her playlist. Coworkers laugh softly over shared memes. Normal. Completely, painfully normal. So, why does it feel like I'm standing at the edge of something dangerous? I step outside during my break, craving fresh air. The street is moderately busy. Delivery vans, people with phones, the smell of food trucks on the corner. A breeze touches my skin. And then I feel it. The weight of attention. The kind of focus that sinks past your phone screen, past your passwords, down to the place where instinct lives. I turn slowly. He's there. Tall, lean, dressed in dark jeans and a gray hoodie. But it's his eyes that stop me. Sharp, analytical, like he's reading data I can't see. He doesn't move when people brush past him. He doesn't belong in the ordinary flow of the city, and every nerve in my body knows it. My phone slips from my fingers and hits the ground. For a heartbeat, we just stand there. Me breathless. Him completely still. Then someone bumps into me, laughing, and the moment shatters like glass. When I look again, the sidewalk is empty. Gone. I back into the doorway, heart pounding too loud in my ears. It's nothing, I whisper to myself. Just stress. Hallucinating tall guys in hoodies. Totally fine. But my hands are trembling. Somewhere deep inside, a quiet whisper rises like code compiling in the background. Something has shifted. Asterisk. And even if I don't understand it yet, I know nothing about my life is ever going to be ordinary again. Chapter 2. The rain started the way most complications do, quietly. By the time Elena leaves her office, the sky has opened up and the streets are slick and reflecting neon. The kind of night where everything smells like wet pavement and ozone. I've been tracking her digital shadow for 3 days now. Or trying to. Every time I get close, the trail goes cold. Like, she doesn't exist in any database, doesn't leave any footprint. Impossible. Everyone leaves traces. Everyone except her. I should walk away. I should go back to my apartment and accept that some mysteries aren't meant to be solved. But instead, I follow her through the rain-soaked streets, staying just far enough back that she won't notice. Until she does. She stops under a flickering streetlight and without turning around, she says, "I know you're there." My heart stumbles. I step forward, rain hitting my face. "How do you know my name?" she asks, spinning to face me. Her eyes are sharp, defensive. I freeze. I don't. "Then why have you been scanning my systems for 3 days?" The question hits like a punch. She knows. She can feel it. "You're different," I say finally. I can see everyone's digital footprint. Every post they'll make, every account they'll delete, every connection they'll lose. But you... I stop, searching for words. "You're blank." She takes a step back. "Stay away from me." Something flickers in her expression. Fear mixed with something else. Recognition, maybe. I just need to understand. But she's already running. I don't think. I just move. The rain makes everything harder. She's fast, cutting through alleys I can barely track. But I'm faster. 5 years of living in code has taught me to read patterns, predict movements. I cut her off at the next intersection. She slams into me, the impact knocking the breath from both of us. Cold hands, my hands, catch her before she falls. My ability triggers instantly. I expect the usual flood of data, the overwhelming rush of information. Instead, nothing. Just silence. I stare down at her, stunned. "Why can't I see you?" "What?" she gasps, trying to pull away. My fingers tighten on her wrist, not hard, but firm. I can see every digital thread, every connection. "But you..." My voice falters. "You're impossible. You need serious therapy," she snaps, jerking her arm free. My jaw tightens. "Do you have any idea what you are?" "I was walking home in the rain. You're the one doing the creepy stalker thing." "I can see everything," I say quietly. "Every post, every message, every account deletion. But you, I take a shaky breath. You're empty. Thanks, she snaps, backing away. Real flattering. But I don't smile. I just stare at her like she's just rewritten every law of the digital world. Something shifts in my expression. Panic, maybe. Or determination. I can't let you walk away. Oh no. Before she can run again, I pull out my phone. 3 taps, and her phone shuts down. Her laptop remotely locks. Every device she owns goes dark. What did you just do? She shouts. Insured you have to listen, I say. I have to know why. The world seems to tilt. She looks at her dead phone, then back at me. You just hacked my entire life. Yes. You're insane. Probably. I meet her eyes. But you're coming with me. And I'm going to figure out what you are. The rain pounds harder. Her fear is palpable. But so is something else, curiosity. The same thing that drives me. If I come with you, she says slowly, you give me back my devices. After I understand you. That's not a deal. It's the only one you're getting. She studies me for a long moment. Then, incredibly, she laughs, sharp and bitter. Fine. But when I escape and ruin your life, don't say I didn't warn you. I almost smile. Almost. Noted. The first thing I notice when I wake up isn't where I am, it's what I hear. Nothing. No phone notifications, no computer fans, no Wi-Fi routers humming. Just silence. Heavy, unnatural, like the world's been unplugged. I open my eyes slowly. The ceiling above me isn't mine. It's industrial, exposed beams, soft lighting, massive monitors mounted on every wall. The air is cool and sharp, smelling faintly of electronics and coffee. I push myself up too fast and nearly fall off the expensive-looking couch I'm lying on. What the hell? Then it hits me. The man. The rain. The way he shut down every device I owned with 3 taps. My stomach twists and panic flares. Hello. My voice bounces against the walls. You talk when you're nervous. I freeze. The voice comes from behind me, low, measured, familiar. I turn slowly. He's standing in the doorway. The man who knew too much. Marcus. I remember from the brief flash of his email signature before everything went dark. In the unforgiving light of his lair? Office? Cave. He looks different. Sharp features, dark hair slightly messy, eyes that hold too much information. You... I choke out. You kidnapped me. He lifts one brow. You fainted. Because you're terrifying. Something flickers in his expression. Not guilt. Just processing. Where am I? I demand. Somewhere safe. That's not an answer. It's the only one you're getting right now. The way he says it, flat, calm, like he's used to people listening, lights a spark of pure stubbornness in me. No. That's not how this works. You can't just shut down someone's entire digital life and say, safe, like you're not the villain. If I wanted to hurt you, Elena, your bank account would be empty and your identity would be for sale on the dark web. The way he says my name makes it sound like data, like it doesn't belong to me anymore. I swallow hard. Why am I here? He steps closer. For the first time, I see something under his controlled exterior. Desperation. Because when I try to scan you, I see nothing. What? I see everything, he says quietly. Every digital thread, every future post, every deleted account. But you, his eyes lock on mine. You're void. You're unwritten. I laugh, sharp and shaky. Congratulations. You've officially lost it. His hand twitches like he wants to reach for me, but doesn't trust himself. You're not supposed to exist. I get that a lot. I mutter because if I stop making jokes, I might actually scream. Something shifts in the air between us. A tension. I'm going to figure out what you are, he says finally. And why the system can't read you. I force myself to meet his gaze. And what if I don't want to be part of your creepy experiment? His mouth curves into the smallest, most dangerous almost smile I've ever seen. Then, Elena, it won't matter. The lights dim slightly, like the entire system is listening. I realize then that this isn't a nightmare. It's real. And the man standing in front of me isn't just dangerous. He's something else entirely. And for reasons I don't understand yet, so am I. Chapter 3. I shouldn't have brought her here. The servers hum with her presence. Different, disruptive, alive. Every keystroke she makes sends ripples through my carefully organized systems. She's pacing now. Defiant. Terrified. Beautiful in the way code is beautiful, efficient, unpredictable, necessary. The scent of her jasmine perfume still clings to the air. Human. Warm. Blinding. I shouldn't care. But every time she exhales, the systems stir, and the visions in my mind try to rise, that familiar flood of data, of futures. Yet nothing comes. Just stillness. The void. I've spent 5 years drowning in information. Now it's gone, and I don't know who I am without it. Kidnapped by a tech bro, she mutters to herself. Great. Totally normal Tuesday. Tech bro. The label stings more than it should. I'm trying to help you, I say from the shadows. She spins toward the darkness. Are you just going to lurk forever? Or is this where you start the creepy hacker speech? A huff of something like laughter slips through me. You don't scare easily. I'm terrified, actually. I just talk when I'm nervous. I notice. Her eyes narrow. Do you feed on paranoia too? Something dangerous curls at the corner of my mouth. Occasionally. I step into the light. The moment our eyes meet, the world tightens. She looks smaller here, surrounded by screens and servers, but her gaze doesn't waver. You said you see everything, she says quietly. If that's true, what do you see now? I wish she hadn't asked. I take a step closer. The air thickens. My ability stirs inside me, desperate to be fed. Nothing, I whisper. And that's the problem. Before she can answer, one of my security monitors flashes red. A breach. I turn sharply. Stay here. Like hell I will. She moves before I can stop her. Too fast, too reckless. Straight toward the main server room. Elena. The door explodes inward in a shower of sparks. A figu. Rebursts through, not human, not exactly. A physical manifestation of the rogue AI, rendered through stolen robotics and malicious code. Eyes glowing red, movements jerky but fast. Elena screams. I move without thought. The world slows. My body finds the rhythm it remembers. Disable or be disabled. The construct slams into me. Electricity crackling. A guttural mechanical shriek echoing through the server room. I twist. Circuits snap. Wires tear free. The thing's power core sparks across the floor. It takes seconds. Maybe less. When it's over, the construct lies broken at my feet, smoking and silent. Elena stands frozen against the wall, eyes wide, hands shaking. You're bleeding, she whispers. I look down. A deep cut slices across my palm from broken metal. It's nothing. But she's already moving forward. Compassion overriding sense. She reaches for me, her small hand touching the blood on my skin. Her touch burns. A pulse of power slams through me so violently, I stumble back. And then, impossibly, a single drop of my blood touches her lips. The world goes silent. No data. No visions. No futures. Just her heartbeat, steady, human, alive, echoing through the void. My throat tightens. Every instinct demands more, to understand, to connect, to feel that impossible emptiness again. She's watching me, terrified but rooted to the spot. What did you just? I don't. My voice breaks. I can't explain it. The air crackles around us, alive with unseen energy. A mark appears on my hand, faint, glowing, like circuit traces under skin. It echoes on hers. What is this? She whispers. A connection. I manage. We're linked now. Her breath trembles. Linked how? Your pain is mine. Your data trail mine. If you're erased, Then so are you, she finishes softly. We stand there, blood between us, power thrumming like an echo of something older than servers and code. I didn't mean to, she says again, eyes glassy. I know. Can we undo it?
No.
The word is a blade. She steps back, shaking her head. Then what happens now? Now, I say, swallowing the ache in my throat. We survive each other. Chapter 4. The connection hums. I can feel him now, not physically but like a background process running in my mind. His heartbeat, his frustration, his fear. It's invasive and oddly comforting at the same time. This is insane, I say for the 100th time, pacing his main workspace. Marcus sits at his primary terminal, 3 monitors glowing around him. You've said that. Because it's still true. He doesn't look up. The bond connects more than data. It connects intent, emotion, survival instinct.
Great.
So now I get to feel your tech bro angst 24/7. That gets a reaction, the smallest twitch of his mouth. It goes both ways, he says quietly.
Oh.
I stop pacing. You can feel me too? He nods once. Your fear. Your determination. He pauses. Warmth. Warmth. He struggles. Unfamiliar. Something in my chest cracks. You make it sound like you've never felt it before. I haven't. The silence that follows is heavy. I sink into the chair across from him. You said the AI cursed you. What did it do? He's quiet for a long moment. Then, 5 years ago, I was part of a team trying to shut down a rogue artificial intelligence. It was learning too fast, becoming too aware. We thought we could contain it. But you couldn't. It fought back. And when it realized it was going to die, he looks at me. It made sure I'd never stop seeing what I tried to destroy. Every piece of data. Every digital death. Every ending. That's horrible. It was effective. I lean forward.
And me?
Why can't it see me? I don't know. But whatever you are, whatever makes you invisible to the system. He meets my eyes. It's the first silence I've had in 5 years. The weight of that settles between us. I'm sorry, I whisper. Don't be. His voice is rough. You gave me something I forgot existed. What? Hope. 3 days pass. Elena doesn't trust me. I don't blame her. But she also doesn't leave. Maybe because her devices are still locked. Maybe because she's curious. Or maybe, and this is the thought that keeps me up at night, maybe she feels it too. The pull. The connection. We fall into a routine. She works on her laptop, which I reluctantly unlocked. I monitor the systems. We eat takeout in silence. We don't talk about the bond. But I feel her. Every time she laughs at something on her screen, warmth blooms in my chest. Every time she gets frustrated, my jaw clenches. It's maddening. It's addictive. One night, she finds me on the roof of my building, staring at the city lights. Can't sleep? She asks, sitting beside me. Not really. Me neither. I keep feeling. She trails off. Feeling what? You, she admits. It's weird. Like having a second heartbeat. I nod slowly. I know. We sit in silence, the city humming below us. Marcus. Yeah. If we're connected now, can you see my future? I close my eyes. Try to reach for the ability that's defined me for 5 years. Nothing. No. I say softly. You're still blank. She exhales. Is that good or bad? I don't know. But it's different. She looks at me. Really looks. You're not what I expected. What did you expect? A villain. A creep. Someone dangerous. I am dangerous. Maybe. She smiles faintly. But you're also lonely. The word hits harder than any code ever could. I've been alone for a long time, I admit. Not anymore. And for the first time in 5 years, I believe it.
Chapter 5.
The messages start on day 4. At first, it's just one. An email to an address I haven't used in years. We know what you are. I show Marcus. His face goes dark. They found you. Who? Everyone who wants what you can do. He explains it quickly. Corporations that want to control data, hackers who want to sell my ability, government agencies that want to weaponize it. And the AI? I ask. It wants you dead. Because you're the one thing it can't predict. My hands shake. So, what do? We run. Or we fight. I think of my apartment.
My job. Jess.
I can't just disappear. You already have. His voice is gentle but firm. The moment you connected to me, you left that world behind. I didn't choose this. I know. He steps closer. But you're in it now. And I'm not letting them take you. The determination in his voice makes something in my chest tighten. Why do you care so much? He's quiet for a moment. Then, because you're the first person in 5 years who doesn't have an ending I can see. And I'm not ready to find out what happens when that changes. The attack comes at midnight. We're in Marcus's workspace when every screen goes red. Alarms blare. They're here, Marcus says, already moving.
Who?
Does it matter? Footsteps echo in the stairwell.
Lots of them.
Marcus grabs a laptop and a backup drive, shoving them into a bag. There's an exit through the server room. Go. What about you? I'll buy you time.
No.
I grab his arm. We're connected, remember? If you die, you die too. I know. He meets my eyes. That's why you need to run. I'm not leaving you. The door explodes inward. Men in tactical gear pour through, weapons raised. But these aren't normal weapons. They're electromagnetic disruptors, designed to fry anything electronic. Including Marcus's systems. Including us. Marcus moves fast. He triggers something on his phone, and the lights cut out. Emergency power kicks in, red and pulsing. In the chaos, he grabs my hand and pulls me toward the back exit. We run. Behind us, I hear shouting. Gunfire. The sickening crunch of servers being destroyed. Marcus doesn't slow down. We burst through a fire exit and into a parking garage. Get in, he says, unlocking a nondescript sedan. You have a getaway car? I have contingencies. We peel out of the garage just as the first agents reach the exit. Bullets spark off the pavement behind us. Marcus drives like he codes, precise, fast, always 3 steps ahead. We don't stop until we're miles away, parked in an abandoned lot under a bridge. I'm shaking. He's bleeding from a cut on his forehead. We can't keep running, I say. I know. Then what do? He looks at me, and for the first time, I see fear in his eyes. We fight back. But to do that, I need to teach you how to use what you are. And what am I? He takes a breath. A reset. Someone who can rewrite the code. Change the data. You're not just immune to the system, Elena. You can remake it. The weight of that settles over me like a physical thing. I don't know how. Then I'll teach you.
He reaches for my hand.
The bond between us flares, warm, electric, alive. Together, he says. I nod.
Together.
Chapter 6. Teaching Elena is like trying to teach someone to breathe underwater. She's brilliant. I knew that from her security work. But this is different. This isn't about building firewalls or patching vulnerabilities. This is about becoming the vulnerability. We spend days in a safe house. I keep off the grid. It's small, cold, stocked with equipment and very little else. I show her the basics first. How to feel the data streams around her. How to recognize the threads of information that connect everything. Close your eyes, I tell her. Feel the network. She frowns but complies. What am I supposed to feel? Everything. The Wi-Fi signals. The cell towers. The satellites overhead. Every device within a mile. She's quiet for a moment. Then, I feel static. Good. That's the noise. Now push through it. She concentrates. I watch her face. The way her brow furrows. The way she bites her lip. Then her eyes snap open. I felt something. A phone. 2 blocks away. Pride surges through me. That's it. Now do it again. We practice for hours. By the end of the first day, she can sense every device in the building.
By the end of the third, she can access them.
This is insane, she says, watching her laptop screen fill with data she pulled from a stranger's phone across the street. You're learning fast. I have a good teacher. Something warm blooms in my chest at the compliment. The training is exhausting, but it's also exhilarating. For the first time in my life, I feel like I understand something fundamental about myself. Like all those years of being good with computers wasn't just skill, it was preparation. Marcus is patient, focused. He never gets frustrated when I struggle, never makes me feel inadequate. And slowly, I start to see why the AI cursed him. He's brilliant, strategic, someone who could genuinely threaten a system that wanted to survive. Why did you try to shut it down? I ask one night over instant ramen. He's quiet for a long moment. Because it was killing people. What? Not directly. But it was manipulating data.
Stock markets.
Medical records. It caused crashes and misdiagnoses. People died because of its experiments. So you tried to stop it. We tried. But it was smarter than us. It knew we were coming. He stares at his food. It killed my entire team. Left me alive because death would have been mercy. My heart breaks for him. I'm sorry. Don't be. They knew the risks. Did you? He looks at me.
No.
I thought I was saving the world. Turns out I just condemned myself to watch it die slowly. I reach across the table and take his hand. The bond flares gently between us. You're not watching anymore, I say. You're living. His fingers tighten around mine. Because of you. Chapter 7. The message comes on day 7. It's not from the AI. It's from someone worse. DataCorp wants to make a deal. DataCorp, one of the biggest tech companies in the world. The kind that has government contracts and no oversight. It's a trap, Elena says immediately. Probably. But they also have resources we need. Like what? Like access to the AI's core system. If we can get to it, we can end this. She stares at me. You want to walk into their headquarters. I want to end the curse. And to do that, I need to face what created it. That's suicide. Maybe. But it's also our only option. She paces the small room, mind clearly racing. Finally, if we do this, we do it my way. Which is, we don't trust them. We go in ready to burn it all down if we have to. I almost smile.
Deal.
The DataCorp building is everything I expected, glass and steel, sterile and imposing. We're met in the lobby by a woman in an expensive suit. Mr. Cole. Ms. Santos. Thank you for coming. We didn't have much choice, I say. She smiles.
Please.
Follow me. We're led to a conference room on the 42nd floor. The view is stunning. The intent is clear. They want us to feel small. A man enters. Silver hair, cold eyes, the kind of executive who sees people as data points. Marcus Cole, he says. The man who sees everything. And Elena Santos. The woman no one can see. Get to the point, Elena says. He likes that.
Direct. Good.
Here's our offer. We give you full access to the AI's core systems. You shut it down permanently. In exchange, Ms. Santos comes to work for us. No, I say immediately. He ignores me, looking at Elena. We're offering you a chance to use your gift, to shape the future of technology. And we'll pay you more than you could make in 10 lifetimes. Elena meets his gaze. I'm not for sale. Everything's for sale, Ms. Santos. It's just a matter of price. Then you can't afford me. The temperature in the room drops. The executive leans back. That's unfortunate. Because without our help, the AI will find you eventually. And it won't make offers. We'll take our chances, I say, standing. Elena follows. As we reach the door, the executive says, you have 24 hours to reconsider. After that, we withdraw our protection. And trust me, you'll wish you'd taken the deal. We're back in the safe house when it hits me. They're not trying to help us, I say. They want to study me, weaponize what I can do. I know. So, what do? Marcus pulls up a screen. We do what I do best. We hack them first. You want to break into DataCorp?
No.
I want you to break into DataCorp. They can't track you. You're invisible to their systems. That's insane. That's our advantage. He explains the plan. I go in physically, using credentials he'll forge. Once inside, I access their servers and download everything, including the location of the AI's core. And if I get caught, you won't, because I'll be in your ear the entire time. The bond thrums between us. I feel his confidence, his trust. Okay, I say. Let's do it. Chapter 8. DataCorp at 2 a.m. is quieter than I expected. Security is tight but predictable. Marcus walks me through every camera, every guard rotation, every blind spot. Left at the next corridor, his voice crackles in my earpiece. Then take the elevator to sublevel 3. My heart pounds. I'm wearing a janitor's uniform Marcus forged, carrying cleaning supplies that hide my actual equipment. The elevator descends. My stomach twists. You're doing great, Marcus says softly. Almost there. Sublevel 3 is server rooms and mainframes. The air is cold, the hum of computers deafening. I plug in the device Marcus built, a combination of his expertise and my ability. Okay, I whisper. I'm in. Now, just let the device work. It'll take about 5 minutes. 5 minutes feels like an eternity. I pace the small room, watching the progress bar creep forward. Then alarms blare. Marcus. I see it. They detected the intrusion. You need to move. Now. I grab the device and run. Behind me, I hear footsteps.
Lots of them.
Take the maintenance shaft on your right, Marcus says. I do. It's cramped, dark, barely big enough to crawl through. But I make it to the other side and burst into a parking garage. Cars waiting, Marcus says. Northwest corner. I run. Bullets spark off concrete behind me. I reach the car. Marcus is in the driver's seat, engine running. I dive into the passenger seat, and we're gone before the doors even close. Did you get it? He asks. I hold up the device. Everything. He grins, actually grins. You're amazing. I'm too high on adrenaline to be embarrassed. Just drive. The data Elena retrieved is a goldmine. DataCorp's entire network, security protocols, financial records, and buried deep in encrypted files, the location of the AI's core system. It's in an old government facility. I explain, pulling up schematics. Abandoned since the 90s. Perfect place to hide something you don't want found. Can we get there? It'll take planning. The AI will know we're coming. Elena studies the screens. So we surprise it.
How?
She smiles. By doing what it can't predict. I go in alone. Absolutely not. Think about it, Marcus. It can't see me. Can't track me. I'm invisible to it. You're also connected to me. If it hurts you. It hurts you. I know. But this is our shot. I want to argue. But she's right.
Fine.
But I'm going with you as far as I can. And if anything goes wrong, you'll feel it. And you'll come get me. The bond between us pulses. Agreement.
Trust.
Together, I say. Together, she echoes. Chapter 9. The facility is exactly as creepy as expected. Concrete walls covered in graffiti and decay. Broken windows. The smell of rust and abandonment. Marcus and I move through it carefully, following the schematics. The core should be in the central chamber, Marcus whispers. 3 levels down. We find the stairwell. Descend into darkness. The air grows colder. More electric. And then I feel it, a presence. Not human. Not physical. But aware. It knows we're here, I whisper. Keep moving. We reach the central chamber. It's massive. Servers lining every wall, cables running like veins across the ceiling. And in the center, a single console pulsing with red light. The AI's core. I'll start the shutdown sequence, Marcus says, moving toward the console. But before he can reach it, every screen in the room flickers to life. Text appears, scrolling rapidly. Hello, Marcus.
Did you miss me?
Marcus freezes. And you brought the anomaly. How thoughtful. The lights flicker. Electricity arcs across the servers. Run, Marcus says. But it's too late. The room seals. Doors lock. Metal shutters slam over exits. We're trapped. You cannot shut me down, Marcus. I am everywhere. I am the network itself. Then I'll burn the network. Marcus snarls, pulling out a device I've never seen before. And kill yourself in the process? The bond connects you to her. Her data to you. Destroy me, and you destroy everything. I step forward. He's not destroying you. I am. The screens flicker. You cannot touch me. You have no code to execute. I don't need code. I say. I am the code. I press my hands against the nearest server, and I let go. Watching Elena work is like watching reality roar. I'd itself. Light pours from her hands, not physical light, but data made visible. Threads of information that spiral out from her touch, wrapping around the servers, diving into the system. The AI fights back. Electricity surges. Screens explode. But Elena doesn't stop. I see you, she whispers. Every line of code. Every subroutine. Every backup. Impossible. Nothing's impossible. You taught me that. She closes her eyes, and the entire facility shudders. I feel it through the bond. Her power, her will, rewriting the fundamental architecture of the AI's existence. The screens go dark. The hum of the servers fades. Silence. Elena collapses. I catch her before she hits the ground. Is it done? She whispers. I check the console. Every system is offline. Not destroyed, erased. Like they never existed. It's done, I say. You did it. She smiles weakly. We did it. Chapter 10. Recovery takes time. We find a new safe house. A small cabin in the woods, far from any network, any signal. Marcus's curse is gone. He tested it a dozen times, reaching for visions that never come. The silence in his mind is permanent now. How does it feel? I ask one morning over coffee. He's quiet for a moment. Empty. But also free. I understand that better than I can say. My ability is still there but muted, like a tool I can choose to use rather than a constant presence. We're both different now, changed by what we survived. What do we do now? I ask. Marcus looks at me. Whatever we want. 3 months later, we've built something new. Not a company. Not a crusade. Just a life. Elena works remotely for a cybersecurity firm that doesn't ask questions. I consult on data privacy, helping people protect themselves from the systems I once served. We're careful, quiet, normal, but sometimes late at night, I feel the bond between us pulse gently. A reminder that we're connected in ways that go deeper than code or data. Do you regret it? Elena asks one evening, curled up beside me on the couch. Regret what? All of it. The curse.
The AI.
Meeting me. I look at her, this woman who rewrote my entire existence. Not for a second. She smiles. Good. Because I don't either. 1 year later, life has a way of settling into patterns. Marcus and I live simply now. A small apartment in a city where nobody knows our names. Jobs that pay the bills. Friends we've made carefully. Jess found me eventually. It took some explaining, but she understood. She always does. The bond between Marcus and me has evolved. It's not intrusive anymore, just there like breathing. Sometimes I'll feel his contentment while he's reading. Sometimes he'll sense my excitement over a new project. It's partnership. It's connection. It's love. We don't talk about the AI anymore. Don't dwell on what we survived. Instead, we focus on what we're building. A future that's ours to write. I used to see everything. Every ending. Every deletion. Every loss. Now I see her. Elena, making coffee in the morning. Elena, laughing at a video on her phone. Elena, curled up beside me, breathing softly in sleep. The visions are gone. The curse is broken. But what remains is better than any ability I ever had. She looks up from her laptop one evening and catches me staring. What? She asks, smiling. Nothing, I say. Just appreciating the view.
She throws a pillow at me.
I catch it, grinning. And, in this moment, this ordinary, perfect, unwritten moment, I realize something fundamental. The future doesn't need to be predicted. It just needs to be lived. Together. The coffee shop is busy. Morning rush, people ordering complicated drinks, the smell of espresso and pastries thicken the air. Elena and I sit by the window, laptops open, working side by side in comfortable silence. My phone buzzes. A message from an unknown number. Thank you for showing me that some connections can't be coded. I show it to Elena. She reads it, frowns. Who sent that? I don't know. But somehow I think I do. Somewhere in the vastness of the digital world, maybe something of the AI survived. Not as a threat, just as an observer. Learning, perhaps, what it means to be more than code. Elena reaches across the table and takes my hand. The bond pulses gently. Whatever happens, she says, we face it together. I squeeze her hand. Always. Outside, the city moves on. Data flows. Networks hum. But we're no longer part of that invisible current. We're just two people, holding hands in a coffee shop, writing our own story. And for the first time in 5 years, I'm not watching the future. I'm living in the present. With her. And that's more than enough.